Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, man. Erika Alexander, from Living Single, one of my favorite shows growing up, in the 90s. Basically checked David Swimmer. Basically David Swimmer spoke on the show Friends. Basically he said he had an issue with the lack of diversity on that show Friends. Look, I never watched that show. You know what I'm saying? I'll just put it to you this way. I may have saw maybe 3 episodes of that show. It just wasn't feeling it. Just wasn't my cup of tea. I thought Friends was extremely racist because they had next to no black people on that show until basically they started complaining about it. Until basically people were saying, hey man, what's up with the lack of diversity on Friends and shit. Then all of a sudden they started putting blacks on the show, but they pretty much never had any blacks on the show, period. And David Swimmer was just saying basically he fought for that and all that. Well, you know what, David, thanks, but no thanks. By the time, y'all started to bring black people on the show for guest appearances. I know Gabrielle Union was on some episodes. It was pretty much about to end its run. So, not to mention they was making extremely more money than the cast of Living Single. I think each member of Friends, which I think it had 6 or 7 people, was making like $100,000 an episode. And usually a show has 21 to 24 episodes per season. So you talking about all of them making like $2 million and some change a piece. But anyway, Erika Alexander said basically, hey, Friends was a ripoff of Living Single. It was a white version of Living Single, which it was, because keep in mind it was shot on the same Warner Brothers lot. Now, just because they came on, one show came on Fox and another show came on NBC, the movie studios owned the rights to the show, so it was shot on the Warner Brothers lot. I don't know where the Warner Brothers lot is. It's somewhere in Los Angeles or Burbank, California. It's somewhere out there. But nevertheless, Erika Alexander said, hey, when Living Single premiered, on Fox, and Living Single had solid ratings. I watched the show. I thought it was a great show. Very well acted. Everybody held their own on the show. And she basically said that, 1 year after the show premiered, next thing you know, Friends got put on. And Friends never gave Living Single they just do. But, it is what it is. But, yeah, I agree with her. I agree that it was a ripoff, because I remember when Friends first premiered, I was like, wait a minute. Okay, a group of white people versus a group of black people. And then Erika Alexander verified something that pretty much showed me, yeah, it was a ripoff. Keep in mind, Living Single was not the original name for the show. One of the names that they threw in the hat, but I guess they decided not to go with that name and go with Living Single instead, was Friends. Well, guess what? The show that premiered on NBC with pretty much the same premise was called Friends. Shot on the same Warner Brothers lot. It is what it is, man. It's a bite. But anyway, let me know what you think of that. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.